thanks for coming back to my channel. In today's video, I really want to talk about my Revlon hits and misses. Now, I've done this video a couple times before, and I will link all those videos down below, hopefully in a playlist. I think I did start a playlist for this series, but I want to focus on the brand Revlon. It is a drugstore makeup brand. It is one of my favorite brands for many reasons, but just to name a few products that I really like their lip products for the most part. I love the nail polish and some of their cream products I really like, and I'll get into that. But I do love overall the brand Revlon. I think I can really trust that brand, and it works for me. I just like testing out makeup from that brand. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the hits and the misses, and let's get into it. So this is going to be a lipstick heavy video. So I guess we'll start with the way that we do my makeup, because I think I have done that in previous videos of this series. So for primers, I have not tried any primers. I don't even think there are Revlon primers, but I haven't tried any of that. And then we have the foundation. And I have tested out the foundation. I'm actually wearing this foundation today, so it worked out well. This is the Revlon Color Stay in the normal to dry formula, and it has SPF 20, which is awesome. It has a pump, and it's full coverage for me, and I love this foundation so much. It blends out so easily. The color is great. I am in the color 180 Sand Beige, so I love that it has a pump. Did I already say that? I think I'll say it again. I love that this foundation has a pump. It makes application so much easier. You can pump a little bit on the back of your hand and kind of dab and dot onto your face, and it makes it really easy. And it's a very full coverage foundation, but it's not super matte. It's kind of like a semi-finish, whatever you want to call it. But I really like this, and this is actually my second or third bottle of it, because it's not a tube. And I will definitely continue to repurchase this guy. So this is a huge hit for me, and I highly recommend you trying it. This foundation line is insanely large. It has a lot of colors for normal to dry, and then it also has combination to oily. So you have the biggest range of foundation, drugstore foundation colors and skin types, I feel, in the drugstore. Like, it's a really massive drugstore foundation line. So highly recommend you trying that. You can't go wrong. We would move on to concealer. And I tried out the Revlon Color Stay, the stick one from Emily Noel 83. She has recommended that. She loves that one. I love it too. I got the wrong color last time, so it didn't really work too well for me, but it is a very creamy stick, so that would definitely work well. By the way, if you don't know my videos, when I don't have a product, I do try to do pictures, so you'll see a picture of this product because I don't currently have it with me, but I do really like that stick concealer. It works really well for under the eyes, and it blends out really, really easily. It's really creamy, and I highly recommend that one. Powder. So for powder, I have tried the Nearly Naked powder, the one that comes in the white that's like a rectangle. I mentioned this in favorites videos like 2 years back, right when I first started getting into makeup, and I could actually wear that powder by itself. It was like all over coverage for me. I probably wouldn't do that now just because it's not a foundation, it's a powder, so it doesn't have the coverage that a foundation powder would have, but I did really like that at the time, and I would probably try it again. It's a very thin powder. It reminds me of the Rimmel Stay Matte powder a lot, so those two would be very similar, but the Nearly Naked powder I would definitely say is a hit for me. I did just declutter my Revlon blush because it barely had any pigment in it. But when I first got that blush, I did really like it. However, I just think the pigmentation runs a little bit light there, because I had this blush once before and then the same thing happened. So I think just the pigmentation is really low on those. It was a really pretty color. It was the Revlon in the black, the little square rectangle container, and it was black. And it was in the shade Wine. So, I mean, they're nice blushes to have. If you want to try a drugstore blush, I recommend Milani. I think those are great drugstore blushes. I kind of would stay away from the Revlon blushes. They're not as pigmented as you would hope. So, Blush is done. I have tried one of those illuminators. I don't know if they still have those, but remember they had like a bronze, a pink, and another color? I think I had the other color, like the champagne one, and I would mix it in with my foundation, or I would use it lightly as a highlight. I don't think those were very pigmented either, but I might want to try them again to mix into my foundation as like a nice illuminating glow. But at the time that I had it, I think I used it as just a regular highlight on my cheekbones instead of mixing it in. But another way to use those illuminating liquids is to mix them into your foundation to give it all over glow. So that would have been a nice way to use it. But again, I used it for the tops of my cheekbones, and it seemed to work well, and it lasted pretty well too. So at the time, it was a hit. And then like a gray area kind of right now. That's it for the face makeup that I've tried. Let's start with the eyes. So I have not tried an eyeshadow primer from Revlon just because I know they have them, but I'm very hesitant and skeptical towards that. Oh, okay, so the eyeshadow duos that they have, you like untwist it, and it has like a cream shadow on one side, like cream metallic on one side, and then like sparkle on the other side. I had the shade Topaz, I want to say, and I'll post a picture with my description because I know I suck at descriptions, but that was in between as well, but more on the mist side because I didn't like the consistency of that product. I like the idea of that, but just the consistency of that product was no good for me, so that one would be a miss. I also tried the eyeshadow, the Photo Ready and primer one, the one that kind of looks like an eye and it's in a black case. My grandma had one and then she gave it to me, and then I also bought one myself. I mean, I don't have them with me now because I got rid of them because I don't like them. The primer that it like came with didn't really do anything. I would normally use my own primer with eyeshadows like that anyway, so that was a miss from me. Then we'll just do the Revlon mascara because that's the only other eye product that I have. And this one was like a camouflage tie-dye green and blue and purple mascara, and it was actually pretty good. It was a very light and fluffy mascara. It kind of reminded me of the Maybelline Full and Soft mascara, and I would probably try that again eventually, but I do want to try the new Revlon mascaras eventually. So but no, I do think that is definitely a hit mascara. So let's talk about nail polish now because I have that on hand. Get it? It goes on the hand and I have it on hand. Okay. This is the Revlon Color Stay Longwear Nail Enamel, and you can see that I have used the crap out of this nail polish. I mean, I'm not even halfway, but that is a lot of nail polish for me to use. Either that or dried up. I'm not sure which. But this color is very pretty. I really like the formula on this. It's very opaque, and the brush is really thick, so it's easy to get like a one swipe polish kind of deal. One swipe nail and you're done. So I recommend this. And then the other one that I have is the Revlon scented one. I got this in a grab bag once and I really do like the color, and this is probably going to go on my nails next. But yeah, it does smell pretty heavily right away, but then once it's on your nails for a couple days, like, you don't smell it. So I would recommend these two nail polishes. Oh, and then I have this guy. I forgot about him. This is the best top coat I've ever tried. It doesn't chip your nails. It makes your nails super shiny, and it dries super fast, and it creates an extra life, and that's definitely what I would say. It says extra life, no chip top coat, and that's exactly how I described it. So hit for the nail polish for sure. And for lippies, most of them are hits. I'm just going to go through them rather quickly. The one I'm wearing today under a lip liner is the Revlon Ultra Matte HD. The ones that look like this. I really, really like these. They are super comfortable. They're like a moussey texture, moussey feel. They feel super comfortable. I would recommend using a lip liner if you want it to last all day. But it does leave behind a nice stain if you don't do that. But it just doesn't look as opaque all day without a lip liner is what I'm trying to say. So I have a couple, but I'll just mention another one. I have the Revlon Ultra HD in the shade Addiction. These are like one of my favorite Liquid lipsticks, for sure. This color is so stunning. I wear it all the time on Snapchat and in my Instagram posts, so you can go check it out there. I highly recommend these, so those are definitely a hit. Moving on to the Revlon HD Ultra HD lipstick, just the one that looks like this. I have this in a couple of shades. I just decluttered a couple because I wanted to really narrow down my favorites, but this one is in the shade Primrose, and I really like these two, but again, these you have to wear with a lip liner because they will travel. They are super moisturizing and they look really great on your lip. And then we have the Revlon Super Lustrous lipstick in this shade 835 Berry Couture, and it's a shine formula. This one is like my go-to spring lipstick. It is so nice. I love this one so much. I kind of forget how much I like this because I don't wear it too often, but I do really like this. This is like the most comfortable formula ever. It is so creamy on your lips and shiny. These are so shiny. I can't even believe it. These are also a hit for me. Revlon Colorburst Lip Butters. This is the only color I have left. Again, I just decluttered a bunch of them, but this one, as you can see, is like one of my tried and trues. It kind of looks like the Berry Couture one, which is right on top. It has a lot more red in it. And I don't know, I just really like the lip balm lipstick kick. So these are like all hits. This guy right here, this is actually a miss, but I still keep it because I kind of like the color and I like the shine that it gives. This is the Revlon Ultra HD Lip Lacquer in the shade Rose Quartz. I can't believe I spit that all out without stuttering. The thing I don't like about this, smell is alright, sort of, maybe it's getting old, is that it has a brush tip applicator, so that makes it a miss for me, but the color is really nice. Also, it is very thick and a little bit tacky, but it is super opaque. As you can see, that was like basically one swipe, and that shine is just so golden, but this is a miss for me. The formula isn't that great, and I just wouldn't repurchase other colors. Another good one that I would recommend is the Revlon Colorburst Matte Balms. These are amazing. As you can see, this is like, there's no point to it anymore, but this is a matte balm and it smells minty, so if you don't like mint stuff, stay away from this, but it is super comfortable on the lips, super opaque, super pigmented, and it lasts a really long time, and it's really easy to reapply. I feel like it's exactly like putting on chapstick, even though it is a like lipstick and it has color and stuff like that. Now, two of them that I have tried before, the suede lipsticks, hate those so much. They pull on your lips so much and they just don't feel comfortable on your lips. It's like you can absolutely feel those guys on your lips and they're super uncomfortable, so I don't recommend those. The moisture stains are very nice. They're not as pigmented as you would think, but they do leave a really nice stain behind. I just don't have that with me right now. You guys, that is it. And the moisture stains, by the way, would be a hit for me, but I don't think I would go and repurchase any, so maybe it would be a miss. You make the judgment on that. But those are all the products that I have tried from Revlon. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like the series, please give it a thumbs up. Recommend brands down below that I could go out and try some brands. Maybe I have a lot of that brand that I can just go ahead and try. Love following your recommendations. You guys leave really great tips and tricks and recommendations and stuff like that, so thank you so much. And I think that's it for me, so don't forget to like this video if you like it, and don't forget I do upload twice a week, so you definitely want to hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with my videos and see them in your subscription feed right when I upload. So I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye!